In this problem, we're going to use the information given to find the exact ratios for sine and tangent. The first thing that I'm told is that I'm in quadrant 4, so we will go ahead and draw theta, which is the larger angle, draw in our reference angle, which gives us our reference triangle, and we're told that the cosine of theta is 1 over 8. Remember that the definition for cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so that tells me that this side is 1 and this side is 8. We can use Pythagorean theorem then to find the other leg. And so once you solve that, we'll end up getting y to equal the square root of 63. The one thing that you want to be careful of is the Pythagorean theorem won't give you the correct sign. Since we're down in the fourth quadrant and we're looking at our y value, that sign needs to be negative. From here, I can use the definition of sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse. So negative square root of 63 over 8. The definition of tangent is opposite over adjacent. So that will be negative square root of 63 over 1, which you wouldn't need to write that 1. From here, this will be a bonus on your test. We're asked to find the measure of the angle theta. And so I know that this angle is going to have to be larger than 270. I could use any of the inverse functions here since I know all of the ratios. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the original one, and I'm going to do the cosine inverse of 1 over 8. From here, our answer that our calculator gives us doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It ends up giving me a positive 82 degrees. So if you think back to when we discussed inverses, our calculator restricts and only give us answers for cosine between 0 and 180. From here to find the other answers, I'm going to have to use some reasoning skills to find what this large angle is. This angle is 82 degrees, and so that gives me this reference angle right here would then be also 82 degrees. So to figure out what angle theta is, I'm going to take 360 minus 82 degrees. Now keep in mind, this angle isn't a perfect 82 degrees, so even though that's what I've drawn on my grid and what I've shown on my math right here, I'm going to take 360 and I'm going to subtract that entire angle. Okay, so without rounding, so that tells me that this angle, theta, would be roughly 277.18 degrees. And that does make sense because it's past 270, so puts us in the fourth quadrant. You could verify that this answer is correct by now finding the cosine of that entire angle, and it should equal 1/8, which it does pretty darn close to equal 1/8, so I know that this angle is correct.